Welcome back to Gen Con 2022. We are here with, again, you're the first four-timer on our con coverage.
Hey, nice.
Danni from Hachette, and we're gonna be talking about Galileo Project. She just talked to us about way more than Galileo Project, and probably some stuff we can't even tell you about. We're lucky that way. But please, Danni, tell us about Galileo Project.
So Galileo Project is one of the new games from Sorry We Are French. They did Iki, Ganymede. This is a new 2 to 4 player game releasing at the end of October. It plays in about an hour. So you've got tableau building, set collection, and combos.
Awesome.
This is set decades into the future where humanity now resides on Earth, the blue planet, and Mars, the red planet. So we've got these 2 tracks going on, but each player only has 1 influence marker. So you can't be on red and blue at the same time. So we're going to be walking a very fine line between which color we need. There's red and blue on most of the components, so these colors are going to be very, very important. The game ends when someone has 10 robots or the character deck is empty. So plays in about an hour. On your turn, you have 3 options. You can build a robot, get a character, or build a technology. That's it.
Okay.
To get a robot, you have to spend your Mars influence or your Earth influence sliding down these tracks. You'll take the robot and place it on your player board over here next to the corresponding moon. So some robots have multiple moons, so you could choose which one. But this one I put next to the lovely orange Io. The strength of your robot is how many steps you'll move up on this track. And each of these tracks has different bonuses and different victory points. So you can either diversify to get a little sample of everything or really focus on maximizing a couple of the tracks. When you play the robot, this is where the set collection comes in. You also get to do the robot effect. Now, the more robots you have that have the exact same illustration, the stronger the action's going to be. So this one, for example, my first one will give me 1 mega credit. If I have 3 of this robot, I get 3 mega credits, right? So you can invest heavily into the same robot to have really strong turns. Now, I showed you the robot with 2 moons. There's many robots with only 1 moon and a circular space. Through other effects, you can actually modify the cards with these tokens.
Whoa.
So this would let me move this robot from orange to gray. When the robot leaves a moon, I lose its strength and I add it to the new moon. This isn't bad though, and you'll want to do this a lot because by moving down, I can move back up with another robot and get the bonus again.
Cool.
So you're going back and forth a lot.
This feels like a much more, have you played Ganymede or you're familiar with Ganymede?
Yes.
No? Oh,
yes.
Yeah. This feels a lot more Euro-y than Ganymede. A lot of tracks moving up.
Yep.
And a lot of interaction between these 2 things. So do these, the robots go there, where do these guys come in?
Characters work a little bit differently. So instead of doing robot on your turn, you could get a character. Characters actually give you influence instead of spending them. So if we look at this one, she would give me 4 influence. Now, I'm on the blue track right now, so I'd have to gain that 4 on blue. If I was on 0, I could choose which color I gain it on. Whichever color my marker ends on is the part of the card I'm going to activate.
Oh, sweet.
So this is where you have to balance. Now, if you're stuck, in the beginning of your turn, you can spend a mega credit to swap, right? Otherwise, you have to do the color you're on. Now, the top row, no matter which color it is, those are instant effects, and then you discard the character. The bottom row is always endgame scoring, and you'll just take it and tuck it under for later in the game. So those are characters. Technology is very straightforward. You spend the resources to get points and very strong effects. These have an A side and a B side, so your games can be a little bit different each time. And then finally, we have free actions, which are our public objectives. So if you fulfill the condition, you get to claim it and get those points at the end. But you want to do it sooner than everyone else because the points diminish. And there's several of these as well.
Yeah, it looks like they're variable here with different tiles. Well,
Oh.
that's really cool. And remind us again, when is this?
It says end of October. It'll be $60, and everything you see here is final, including the weighted poker chips, and all of the printing on the tokens. It's final components.
Danni, thank you. Next time it'll be your 5th time. You've got a lead on every other publisher so far.
Yes.
So stay tuned for more content from Gen Con, and until next time, make sure everyone has fun at the table, and we'll see you then.